my first impression of him was I just felt the talent, and he had that big stroke and big kick to go with it. So, it really was a game changer for us immediately.
But it wasn't just that he won a lot, it was the way in which he won. He could pretty much impose his will on any event, on any opponent at any given time. And it was impressive to watch. He was a superstar, and I got the chance to swim alongside him for 2 years, and I was nowhere near his caliber, but it was pretty fun to watch.
He started off as a D guy, distance freestyle, and then he became even stronger the shorter we went. So he had range that could help you from the 100 upwards to the mile. So Chris ended up being a relay player in the 800 free relay and the 400 free relay, and I guess the performance is the bigger the meet, the brighter he would shine.
He would swim the 1,000 free and get out of the water. The only race he'd have to rest would be the women's 200 free, and then he'd get back on the blocks and swim the men's race, the 200 free. So he'd be swimming 1,000, arguably the most grueling race that we have in dual meet competition. It takes about 10 minutes. Have about 2 minutes to rest, get back on the blocks, and swim the 200 free. Another pretty challenging race. And then later in the meet, after he'd already done that, he'd do the 500 free. And we called that the gauntlet. And Chris Robinson is still, to this day, the only swimmer I know that did that on a regular basis. 100 wins is almost unheard of in today's day and age. So for him to have 100, and for the next best swimmer in the history of our program, who's really good, to be not even close, really speaks volume to the amount of times he won.
I also feel the culture of William and Mary swimming benefited because of his era and what Chris brought, because he took care of himself in and out of the pool.
If Chris Robinson never came around, we might still be searching for our first conference championship, because he really laid the foundation for good swimmers to look at William & Mary. Chris, congratulations on your induction into the William & Mary Athletics Hall of Fame.
I'm so happy for you and your family and wish you all the best.
It's a very well-deserved honor.
I do not, and on the running theme, I do not have a cheat sheet because I can't read my own handwriting, so I'm just going to have to wing this one. First off, I'd like to thank Mr. Driscoll and the selection committee for this tremendous honor. When you think about William & Mary and its storied history and the number of outstanding athletes to have graced its halls, to now be thought of as one of them is really humbling, and I can't thank the selection committee enough for that honor. I'd also like to thank all of my friends in attendance. It is fantastic to see you guys here. Thank you for taking time out of your busy lives to join my family and I this evening. When I'm able to look back upon this evening and see each and every one of you is a memory that's going to last a lifetime. So thanks so much for being a part of it. I'd also like to thank Mr. Ned Skinner. Thank you for the very kind video introduction. He's the one that recruited me to William & Mary. He was my freshman and sophomore year head coach. And I just wanted to thank you for believing in me and in the talent and the value that I could add to this program. He recruited a fantastic freshman class that year. We were all very fast in our respective disciplines. And it was a pleasure to swim with and compete with those individuals. And it was also a pleasure to swim for Coach Skinner. So thank you, Ned, for all that you've done for me and for the William & Mary swimming program. I'd also like to thank my junior and senior year coaches, Mr. Tom Schmeltz, Mr. Greg Meehan, and Mr. Dan Langen. They also had a profound impact on my career here at William & Mary. They helped me improve as an athlete and as a person, and absolutely contributed to my overall success here at the college. So thank you to Coach Dan, Coach Greg, and Coach Tom for all that they've done for me and for the program here at William & Mary. And I'd also like to thank my family, my mother, father, and brother. I absolutely would not have been able to achieve the success that I've had without all of their love and support. It's the type of love and support that only a family can provide. They've made a lot of sacrifices on my behalf, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. I have a lot of fond memories growing up as a child. You guys were there every step of the way, and I just can't thank you guys enough. I love you guys very much. You know, when I was applying for school, a parent once asked me, would I rather be a big fish in a little pond or a little fish in a big pond? And at the time, I wasn't sure. I guess being a swimmer, they meant that literally. But being more of an introvert back then, I probably would have opted to be the little fish, the guppy. Avoid the spotlight, stay under the radar. But as it turns out, I wound up being one of the big fish. But I'm not so sure that would hold true anymore. Since then, the pond has grown considerably, and I think that's just a testament to Matt Crispino's coaching and leadership. He's currently the head coach of the William Mary Swimming Program and a former teammate of mine, and I think it's fantastic to see what he's been able to achieve since he's taken the reins of the program. Over the past 10 years or so, the men's and women's swimming team have won multiple conference titles, and in this past season, both the men's and women's team won the conference championship. So congratulations to Matt, the coaching staff, and the current team on their accomplishments. I guess just in closing, I wanted to thank all of my teammates that swam before me for making the program as great as it was when I joined, all the teammates that swam with me for making it so much fun to be a part of, and all the teammates that swam after me for continuing to advance the program and winning those conference titles. So with that, thanks again to my family, my friends, my teammates, the coaching staff, the athletic department, and the college for this tremendous honor. It's been a wonderful experience, something I'll never forget, and something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. So thank you very much.